Hello, hello, and welcome back to Space Engineers on the Xbox, on the Series X, for something a little different. This is the Space Engineers beta. Now, before we get going, people always ask me how to get hold of this beta, and if you have Space Engineers, you automatically have it. You should find it in My Games and Apps on your Xbox. If you search your library for the Space Engineers beta, if you don't see it though, go to the Space Engineers main icon and hit up the game card. From here, come across to the official club, and from the official club, go to welcome using the left bumper, and then press your 3 lines and you should see Space Engineers beta. When you click on that, it will take you to the store and you can download it. But why the beta? What is the beta? Well, anyone who knows about game development or has been involved, betas are a way for developers to show you new features and test out new things that may not make it into the vanilla game for a while. Hence the Space Engineers beta. It's pretty much the same as the vanilla game, apart from certain options and functionality. I'm not going to go through the options on this video. What I am going to do though is I'm going to take a look at the actual in-game settings on the beta. Now, first things first, if you click join game, you will see that there are very few servers up and running for the beta, and most of these will be either home servers made by people just setting the game up, or Keen's own, I do believe. But what you want to take a peek at are the settings that you can play around with, and I've got my settings for this particular map. So we go here, press X. You can see mods the same way as you can on the vanilla game, but if you press Y, you'll go into the advanced settings. Now a lot of this will be the same. All this, until you start getting further down. This is the one right there. This is one of the reasons that many people pick the Space Engineers beta. The block limits. If you disable the block limits, that's it. There is no PCU limit to your game. The only limit will be what your console can handle, be it a old gen console, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, or one of the newer gen, PlayStation 5, Xbox X and Series S. It can handle a certain amount of block limit. So if I enable the block limit, you'll see that the total PCU on a Series X goes up to 1 million. Now I've actually tested it close to 2 million now, and it does get a bit unstable when you get close to that 2 million mark, and if it goes too far it will just hard crash your game and could hard crash the console. Remember, it is not recommended to go beyond the PCU limit, but if you do, turn that off, it'll warn you, and you are now free to continue to build until the universe melts. So, yeah. Other features of the beta on this particular one. Seem to be pretty much the same as they were in the vanilla. Nothing has changed in that regard, but I wanted to draw your attention to the block limit because that is another important feature that the beta does allow. And if you've got the DLC for the main game, you'll see that you've actually got all of the DLC in the beta, and you can use it quite freely, so you can play around with all the automatons features and everything the same. It will also support the mods that you've got. And a lot of people ask me as well, how can I take my save game from one version of Space Engineers to the other? In other words, can I take a beloved world map that I've spent countless hours on making ships and stations and transfer it into the beta to play around with? And the answer is yes, you can. And all you'll need to do, and I'm not going to do the whole process here, but I'm going to show you, if you wanted to move, say, this creative mod showcase AI map test across to the vanilla game, all you need to do is look here and you'll see publish at the bottom. You press the 3 lines and select what you want. So it would be other, mod.io, press OK, and you would export that map to mod.io. You could then use a laptop or Edge on the Xbox or whatever browser you have elsewhere to fill in the information to let people know what this particular map was, and it would be up for everyone to download on mod.io. You can set these things to private as well, so only you can see it, and that's how a lot of people move their saved worlds from one version of the game to another, from the beta to the retail, from the retail to the beta. And really that is all I wanted to draw your attention to with this particular video covering the beta. As you can see, it is pretty much the same game. If I were to go into my test, it might take a little longer to load because it's running off an external non-SSD, but there's not overly much in the way of mods running in the background, so eventually you'll see that I have my Pertum test map that I've been playing around with. And if you remember way back when I did my Space Engineers automatons beta quick look, I was using the event controller and solar panels to make a day-night switch. This all still works. Oops, gone too far. There you are. And I am using a mod. This is the Queen of Heaven Skybox. I'll actually link to the Queen of Heaven Skybox mod in the description for you to have a look at, because I absolutely love this skybox. It is really gorgeous and highly worth the time to download and check out. It creates an absolutely beautiful sky for the game. And there is my working day-night light system. Using the event controller So there you are. That is really all I wanted to do with this little 10-minute or so video. I wanted to take you into the beta, show you how to get hold of it, what it can do, and some of the things that are different to the vanilla. Hopefully it'll be useful. There will be more videos to come from me. I'm thinking of starting a brand new playthrough from scratch again, and also going back to my save, because on the original retail we still have yet to go to space with my little junk rocket, so that's to come. But for now, I'm going to leave you with this short vid, and I will catch you definitely in the next one. Stay safe, take care, have fun, enjoy the game, reach out to me in the comments. Thank you very much for the likes, the subscribes, the support. All of it helps immensely, keeps me doing what I'm doing, because I do love this game, and it is going to change over time. There are things going on in the background I can't talk about. I was privy to some of them. Sadly, I didn't end up working on them, but I do know a few things that are coming, and I'm quite excited for the future of Space Engineers. Marek and the team have got this well in hand, and I can't wait to see what they do down the line. That's all from me and all from him. Bye for now.